Good morning and welcome guests and dignitaries, family and friends. It is my pleasure to have all of you in attendance to help us celebrate the graduation of these 7 cadets before us today. I am Sergeant Ty Briggs, the Basic Detention Academy Director. I'm also the Staff Development Sergeant for the Coconino County Jail. It has been my honor to be placed in the position to run this academy with these fine cadets for the Academy Class 34. We are here to celebrate the completion of the academy. These individuals that went through our academy get 18 college credit hours for completing this academy. We went through a long journey from anywhere from the basic PT stuff all the way into controlled tactics that was taught by Lieutenant Acosta. Lieutenant Pugh was in charge of our physical training aspect of it. The cadets classes that they go through is like your basic detention academy or basic detention officer stuff, all the way into mental health first aid, into the art of verbal judo, learning how to speak to people. So they cover a huge curriculum through this 8-week course that we have. These cadets were evaluated weekly. They had tests that they had to perform. They had a grade point average that they had to maintain and meet. And they were judged on their physical fitness and their control tactics each week that they had to do or perform these different tasks. I am very excited and honored to be here today to help celebrate and recognize these 7 individuals for the Detention Officer Academy and our agency. Sorry, I'm not a big public speaker, so I tend to stumble a little bit, so just bear with me. At this time, this is where I stumble. I would like to introduce the Sheriff, Brett Axland, to come up and speak for us. Sir, would you come up?
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. What a great day, right? Real proud of our folks here. Graduates, staff, family, and friends, we are honored that you are here to share with us and recognize the accomplishments of these newly graduated detention officers as they celebrate the completion of their detention academy. These last 7 weeks have tested their resolve, their character, and their commitment, and they have succeeded. It is no secret that the state of the world is not in a good place. We have just witnessed one of the most contentious, mean-spirited, and ugly years our country has ever experienced. Thank goodness we have mute buttons on our remotes for the TVs to shut them down. Political conflicts, the Hamas-Israeli conflict, human rights violations, endless protests, and politically driven assassination to include more attempts, homelessness, suicides, healthcare, and Second Amendment rights, mental illness, and now our government shutdown, just to name a few. A few of the everyday issues that we have become the source of discussion and debate in our workplace and homes. The loss of civility in many factions of our governments, officials, celebrities, and even leaders is disheartening. We can choose to be outraged, we can choose to become emotional, we can choose to become part of the rhetoric, or we can choose to remain objective. We can choose to be rational and choose to be civil. So what does this have to do with you, our graduates, entering the detention field? How do these issues affect your position with the Coconino County Sheriff's Office? You will be dealing with the consequences of many of the behaviors and activities just mentioned. You will be assessing many of those individuals who are arrested and brought into our facility. You will be managing those individuals in our custody whose behavior or crimes are so terrible and inhuman. You may also be managing those individuals who support or acted on political or social beliefs that you also support. You'll be challenged to always be legal in your actions. You'll be questioned about the fairness of your decisions. You'll be criticized by those under your care and control, and you will face attempts to compromise your ethics and morals. You may lose support of friends or family should they come into our facility. You will perform tasks or duties that you may not like or agree with. You may see or experience things that cause and impact you emotionally. But at the same time, opportunities have been provided to you. You learned tactics to protect yourself and your family. You learned how to de-escalate high-risk activities. You learned interpersonal skills to help you manage people that will serve you forever. You developed a knowledge of the law from a unique perspective. You developed the ability to access and respond appropriately to emergency situations. You have earned the respect of the public safety community and proven you have the public trust of our community. You have now become part of a team that serves our community, provides for the safety of our residents, and fulfills an essential role in the criminal justice system. So as you move back into your squad assignments, remember, it is your responsibility to treat everyone with dignity, regardless of their crime or situation. It costs you nothing, but will yield great benefits. Take care of your fellow employees. They may need to take care of you someday. Maintain pride in your job, your uniform, your division, and yourself. Take care of your family. They need to be first. You did not get here by yourself. You will not be successful in the future without them either. When faced with adversity, do the right thing. And finally, take care of your emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. Remember the final item in the 7 habits, sharpen the saw. Lastly, I would like to thank Coconino Community College for their support and assistance. Over 20 years ago, the partnership between the Coconino Community College and the Sheriff's Office was forged. Throughout the years, this partnership has grown and flourished. Our thanks go out to President Eric Heiser, Dean Mark Macia, Dr. Hinsky, and all the staff from CCC for their leadership and commitment in making this program so successful. With college credits being provided to you, academic graduates, the incentive is given to you to continue your formal education, as it will only make you better, smarter, and more successful. It will provide you with more options and opportunities in your future. Congratulations on your completion of the Detention Academy, Class 34. Thank you to the families and friends for your support. Without you, they would not have been near as successful. And thank you to the Academy staff for an outstanding job and the leadership displayed in your preparation and training to become certified detention officers. Welcome to the family. Thank you all. Congratulations.
I would now like to call up Dr. Sandra Hinsky to speak to us, please.
I'm not that tall. I tell people I am, but I'm not. Hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Sandra Hinsky, and I'm proud to serve as the Provost and Executive Vice President here at Coconino Community College. On behalf of President Heiser and our entire governing board, I'd like to welcome everybody here to celebrate today. I'll talk to you guys first. You chose a profession that asks for the best of who you are, your judgment, your patience, your courage, and your compassion. Inside the walls that people won't see, well, I hope I don't see inside the walls, your quiet professionalism, your calm, all the little decisions that you make that keep everybody safe, and most importantly, your integrity, especially when nobody is watching, that protects the people that you are in charge of, especially what Sheriff just said, what's going on right now. But we see you now. We're all here to support you. We know the hours and hours you put, you practiced your communication, you know the policies and the procedures, you learned how to de-escalate situations, you learned that your voice and your manner can prevent force, and that consistency builds trust. You've trained your mindset, all of your instructors here, you're firm but kind, you have to be alert but not afraid. So we're all thankful for that. But they couldn't have got here without everybody here. All of the staff that have trained them, making sure that they go home safe and they come home ready. So for that, we're all thankful. So, in closing, thank you, congratulations. Keep it 100 on the land, and we're all here to celebrate you. All right, thanks, everybody.
I would now like to call up Kyle Olinger, the class leader for Class 34, to give his speech.
Good morning, everyone. Instructors, administrators, family members, friends, and fellow officers. With special thanks to Sheriff Axland, Chief Deputy Beck, and Commander Figueroa for being here today. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new one. Over the past 8 weeks, we've learned much more than policy, procedures, and defensive tactics. We've learned discipline, patience, and the importance of professionalism, lessons that will define our careers and lives moving forward. We've learned what it means to rely on each other, because this profession isn't something you do alone. It takes teamwork, trust, and unity. We've seen each other at our best and our most exhausted, and every single time someone stepped up, offered a word of encouragement, a pat on the shoulder, or a simple "you got this." This profession is not for the faint of heart. It requires courage, empathy, and the professionalism every single day. We work in an environment where respect must be earned, trust must be guarded, and decisions can change lives. We've been challenged physically, mentally, and emotionally. We've studied late into the night, memorized procedures, laws, and standards. We've learned to communicate with confidence, to move with discipline, and to stand with integrity. The training we've received here has not only prepared us to uphold the law, but to uphold human dignity, even in the most difficult circumstances. To our instructors, we thank you for setting that bar. You didn't just train us to pass a test, you trained us to keep pushing, even when we're tired and sore. You didn't just teach us policy, you taught us perseverance. You pushed us beyond our limits so that we could discover what we were capable of. To our families, we thank you for your patience, love, and understanding during those long days and late nights. You sacrificed right alongside us, and we share this achievement with you. When the days get hard, and they will, remember this moment. Remember why you started. Remember the people beside you right now to left and right. We're not just detention officers, we're public servants. We ensure safety, security, maintain order, and create the possibility for change. So as we step out of this academy and into our careers, let's carry that strength forward, that compassion and that professionalism that we've earned and learned forward. Let's make a difference, one shift, one person, one moment at a time. Congratulations, Class 34.
I would like to now go through and do the presentation of the badges and certificates for all the graduating class. Ms. Begay. Mr. Delmar. Mr. Cratchit. Academy Class 34, left face. I would now like to bring the Honorable Judge Grodman up here to swear in the staff.
Class, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and state your name, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution and the laws of the state of Arizona, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and defend them against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of detention officer according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Okay, congratulations.
At this time, if we could, have family members come up to pin the officers their badges, please. During our academy, we grade the cadets on many different aspects. I will now be presenting the special awards to the cadets that excelled and went above and beyond. To Officer Delmar, you are getting the Best Academic Cadet Award, the Most Improved Physical Training Award, and the Best Overall Cadet Award. To Officer Landris, you're getting the Best Physical Training Cadet Award. And to Officer Olinger, you're getting the Class Leader Award. Excuse me, sorry. I would now like to present the class plaque to Commander Figueroa, and then have Commander Figueroa, the jail commander, come up and say a few words.
So it's my honor today to introduce to you our newly graduated and certified detention officers for the Coconino County Sheriff's Office. These individuals will now go back as state certified officers for the Sheriff's Office, and they go back and they'll continue to do a job that a lot of people, as mentioned earlier on, won't see or fully understand what these officers go and do for us every single day. And they'll go back and they'll continue to serve our county as officers and protect our community, and not only us as individuals, but the individuals inside our facility that unfortunately make wrong decisions or one decision and now are inside a facility where these officers will go in and leave their families, friends, loved ones, and go and protect those individuals every single day, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And they'll do that with the skills, the training, and the education that they received by going through this certified training and academy that they just completed. And they'll do that quietly, they'll do that behind walls, again, where the public won't see. And I ask you all to listen to these officers, talk about their day, talk about what they do, and I ask that you learn about what these officers go through and what they do every single day, because it's not highlighted, it's not talked about in the media, it's not talked about or glorified in movies, and if it's done horribly, or it's not glamorized. And so with that, I applaud these individuals for taking the steps to go and do what they're doing. And I'm thankful every single day that we have individuals like these officers that are willing to dedicate their lives, their time, to go and do the job that they're doing. And so with that, again, I congratulate every one of them and appreciate everything they do. And again, I congratulate Class 34 and welcome to the family. Congratulations.
Academy Class 34. Left, face, forward, march. Take seats. I would now like to call up Chaplain John Griffin for our benediction.
So God forgive me, but I very much enjoyed the photos of the pepper spraying that they showed earlier. That was great. I'm privileged to congratulate the cadets, and I admire their mission to serve our community. You graduates have accepted the responsibility of stewardship over men and women that have entered the corridors of justice. Remember who is rooting for you and watching, not as mankind watches each other, but as God watches and loves his offspring, including those you keep. Let us together perform the work of conducting his children through a hard time in their lives. May it be our prayer that their hearts become set to choose a lovelier road, a new idea suggested by your care, spoken and not spoken, passed on by patients. It is not easy to balance authority and benevolence. Your safety and focus are precious to everyone. Be safe. Watch out for each other. And remember that you are enduringly appreciated. We are proud of you. There is no doubt it was challenging. There must have been many hours where your body said no and called for you to quit, but you continued. And now you receive honor for your discipline. Thank you for your dedication. Please stand, everyone, and join me in congratulating the Coconino County Sheriff's Office Graduating Academy Class 34.
One final time. Academy Class 34. Dismissed. Thank you all for coming. We will be doing tours at the jail. We also have food at the jail. If you guys would like to come over and partake, by all means, come on over and have fun with us. Thank you.